So top of the morning to all of you. Welcome to our Thursday morning fundraiser for Indigenous peoples around the world, and in particular for the Lytton First Nation. And I have resent how to send the First Nation a donation. Thanks, Camila, for helping to sort that out for us. Just first of all, just feeling the land that you are on today, wherever you're situated in the world. And just bending your knees and just feeling as if you're standing on that ground in your own territory, just feeling your feet on that land. And then as you inhale, just start to feel the sky around you, and perhaps visualize the sun above you. And then as you exhale, visualize water coming down, maybe a waterfall, might be a waterfall near where you live that you could visualize, or another one. Feeling that land below you. Inhale, feeling the sky around you and the sun above you. And then feeling that water falling down all around you, cleansing the mirror of the mind, fronts, sides, backs, the mind, including the body. Inhale, radiating like the sun. And exhale, cleansing like water. Going to earth below you, the end of the exhale. Inhale, radiate like the sun. Feeling the air, fresh spring air. And exhale, feeling that water pouring down from the top of the head, down, front, sides, backs. One more time, inhale, radiate like the sun. And exhale, feel that water pouring down. Coming with your feet together, I'm going to chant Yogena Chittassa. You can join if you like. This is on my website if you'd like to learn. If you don't know it, it's under chanting on my website. To Patanjali, who brought us yoga from the yogis of India. Said that yoga is at least 5,000 years old. Our record of it. So all those yogis bringing us yoga to this present moment. Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacha Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaijakena Yopakarotam Pravaram Munina Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakra-sitharinam Sahasrashirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim Shrimate Anantaya Nagarajaya Namo Namaha. Patanjali, who brought us yoga for healing the mind, and Sanskrit grammar chanting for healing the speech, and Ayurveda for healing the body. These are the three aspects of yoga: yoga for the mind, yoga for the speech, and yoga for the body, speech, and mind. Inhale, arms coming up. And if you like, coming up on the toes. Exhale, coming down. And just do this in your own timing. I invite you to add a hold after inhale at the top. If you're like me, you're feeling a little woozy this morning, you can add a little bit of Brahmana by adding that hold after inhale at the top. Perhaps counting the breath, adding a ratio: inhale 6 to 10 seconds, hold after inhale 3 to 5 seconds, half the length of your inhale. And slower the better. In our tradition, slower the better. Unless, because you want to wake up, you decide to move faster to make it more Brahmana. So that's is something you can decide to do, is make it faster just to help you wake up. But a minimum length of the breath should be at least 4 seconds, 4 to 5 seconds, inhale, exhale. And then maybe staying at the top, balancing if you like. Feel free to adjust those arms according to any shoulder injuries you might have. So for example, like this or like this. And when you're ready, coming down. Adding side movement. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, going to your left. You can stay up on your toes the whole time. I like to come down on the heels so that I can get more into my side body, but that is the modification that I add. Inhale, coming up. And exhale again, you can stay balanced the whole time as you do the pose. Or like me, at the end of the exhale, you might choose to come down. You can even bend that leg of the side you're coming to get more into the hips. That's a new thing I've been adding. Just keep this going your own timing, side to side. You can play with variations. You can let the arms go like this to add more movement. You can hold opposite elbows. So just a reminder of some of those variations, modifications. A variation is just a variation you try for the sake of the variation. Modification is a modification for a particular therapeutic purpose. So that's, you can use both approaches. Variations sometimes keep it more interesting, and modifications are because you're trying to work therapeutically. So just choose what works for you with your timing, with your breath, with your movement. Now, if you choose after doing this 4 to 6 times side to side, you might decide that you want to stay. And in the stay pose, excuse me, you could add a wall. You could cross the legs. This is the modification I'm choosing for my body. You can choose what works for you. You can keep it moving. It's a little warmer today, so can stay in pose a little quicker today. Feels a little bit more like I'm in Chennai today. And the other side, when you're ready, you might choose to stay on one side longer because, again, of a injury that you're working with. Or just an imbalance in your spine that you always have to work with. When you're ready, coming up. Okay. So I think I'm going to start with the Ding Namaskaram, honoring the directions, the 7 directions. So just starting with the east, this is a forward bend. I'm doing it also just at a forward bend. Starting facing the east if you can, if that's available for you. You're going to inhale, bring your arms up to the side. So this is from Srivasta Ramaswamy. You interlock the fingers as you inhale, and then exhale, come forward. He does it with straight arms. I sometimes bring them in like this, but he does them with straight arms, coming forward. So I'll just show you the first round. This is honoring the eastern direction, and you can bend your knees at the bottom. Inhale, coming up. Interlock the fingers, turning to the side. And exhale, coming forward. Make sure you've got room. Coming to the south. Yeah. Interlock the fingers. Just stay off my mat so I have more room. Exhale to the west. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming to the north. Inhale, stretching up. And exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, turning to the right. Inhale, palms together, looking up. This is to the upward direction. And right away, exhale to the downward direction. Interlock your fingers, inhale, coming up. And then exhale with the palms apart, like this, honoring the intermediate direction, the side direction. When you bring your hands together, inhale, coming up. And exhale, hands to the heart. So we're going to do that again. And this time I'm going to add Om Namo to each exhale, just to make it a little bit more connected. So you can think in the chant that goes with this, we're honoring devas in all of these directions, or angels, angelic beings. If you believe in that, you can bring that thought in, or you can just think of honoring nature in all of these directions. Whatever is meaningful for you in that way. Inhale, coming up, radiating like the sun, facing east. Interlocking the fingers. Exhale, palms together. Om Namo Namah. Now coming up. Exhale, turning to the south. Inhale, palms together, reaching up. Om Namo Namah. Inhale, coming up. Turning to your right, towards the west. Inhale, palms together. Om Namo Namah. Coming up. Exhale, turning right to the north. Inhale, stretching up. Om Namo Namah. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, turning right. Inhale to the upper direction. And exhale to the lower direction. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands apart, intermediate direction. Om Namo Namah. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Okay. We're going to move from this into sun salutations. I invite you to use a chair if the full salutation doesn't work for your body. You can also use a wall as well. So hope you remember how to do that. Just facing east, we're going to do very, very simple, and we're going to do it with the Om Hram Hrim Hrum Hraim Hraum Hraha, the Bija mantra. which I hope you remember as well. So we'll do it, the chant in each position, just to give you a chance to remember it. And I'll call it out as well. So hands at the heart, visualizing the orb of the sun, the center of the sun. And I sometimes like to place my hands like this just to help me with that bhavana, that felt and sensed visualization that I'm bringing into my body. Using bhavana is a kind of infusion, like a tea bag in water. You're infusing yourself in that water, that visualization, that thought, that image. Just putting the sun inside of you. I feel the radiance all around me, the center of the sun at the heart. Reminding myself that beyond the confusion of the mind's kleshas, that there is this radiance deep within us at all times. I bring my hands down, inhale, radiating out at the sides, radiating like the sun. Hands at the top, Om Ram. Om Ram. Inhale up. Exhale, second position, Om Hrum. Om Hrum. Left leg back. So I did it again. Om Ram Hrim. Now we have Hrum. I keep forgetting my Hrim. Inhale. Let's do Om Hrum again. Om Hrum. Now, exhale, downward facing dog. Om Hraim. Om Hraim. We're going to start with an up cat. Om Round. And you can do this instead of up dog. Om Raum. Inhale, exhale. Om Raha in your salutation. Om Raha. Just stay here for a moment. Just give thanks for at least one thing that comes to mind today. You can have the palms together. And again, we start with Om Ram. Om Ram. Second one. I'll get it this time. Om Hrim. I'm doing an up cat. Om Hrim. Tucking the chin in, the belly in. Om Hrum. So you exhale, then take a breath. Om Hrum. Inhale, left leg forward. Arms front or sides. Om Hraim. Om Hraim. Inhale. Om Hraum. Om Hraum. Inhale, arms front or sides. Om Raha. Om Raha. Inhale. So hands of the heart. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Two more times. This means I honor the sun. I honor the light in my heart and honor the light that is the essential nature of all beings. Om Suryaya Namaha. Suryaya Namaha. Suryaya Namaha. Inhale, arms up. Now all moving the right leg. Inhale up. Om Hram. Om Hram. Inhale. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. So you can do it coming down or in the position. I did it coming down this time. Inhale, right leg back. Arms coming up. Om Hrum. Om Hrum. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Om Hraim. Om Hraim. Inhale, up cat or up dog. Om Hraum. Om Hraum. Inhale. Om Hraha. Inhale, palms together. Om Hraha. Take a moment of gratitude here. Om Hram. Om Hram. Om Hrim, up dog, up cat. Om Hrim. Om Hrum. Om Hrum. Right leg forward. Om Hraim. Om Hraim. Inhale, exhale. Om Hraum. Om Hraum. Om Hraha. Om Hraha. Inhale. Exhale, hands at the heart. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Suryaya Namaha. Suryaya Namaha. coming back to your samastiti. Oh, it's giving me a message about the audio. Just give me a second. You guys able to hear me okay? Everything fine? Yeah. Okay, good. All right. All right. So I'm going to move into some warrior now. So just a reminder, those sun salutations, you could do 6 rounds. That's 12 times, or even 12 rounds left and right. I usually do 6, which means a total of 12 times. So bringing your left foot forward, and yeah, that could be a whole practice. And you can do it, of course, with the up dog to chaturanga and then full salutation. I like doing it with the child's pose, because in India, that's how women do the sun salutation, or salutations. They do it in a child's pose. So it brings them a bit more of a feminine aspect to it for me. It's also a modification. So when you're ready, inhale, arms coming up straight, and the palms can be facing forward, or the palms can be together like this, your choice. And then we're going to do something for neck and shoulders. For exhale, dropping the shoulders down. Inhale, arms coming up. They can be apart or together. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, sthiti, looking up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up. I'm going to interlock the fingers and keep the legs straight. And exhale, starting position. Inhale, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Feel that back foot, the little toe side down. Exhale for the shoulders, dropping the elbows. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, forward bend, and you can start straightening that leg. Parshva Uttanasana. Inhale, sthiti. Exhale, forward bend. And keeping that leg straight if you can. Inhale up. Exhale, starting position. So this is the vinyasa. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, modification, upper back, neck, and shoulders. You could always straighten the leg as you do this if you like. For the knee, inhale has a different physical effect. Exhale, forward bend. You can keep the leg bent as well as you come down, and then straighten at the bottom. Inhale, sthiti. Exhale, release. Inhale, coming up, and interlock those fingers. Exhale, starting position. Last time on your own or with me. You can stay at the bottom if you like for a few breaths. 3 to 4 breaths at the bottom using the sthiti. And if you haven't coming up. So release. Step back. Find your samastiti. And then we're going to do the other side. Right leg forward. Left leg turned out. And you can do this side on your own if you like, or I'll do one with you. How about that? Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, drop in the shoulders. And again, you can straighten that leg if you like, or keep it bent. That would be more for the knee. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, sthiti. Exhale, forward bend. Again, that front leg can be bent. You could have blocks beside your feet that you work with, or a chair. Inhale, coming up if you can, straight leg, moving the arms in line with the ears, coming up, Parshva Uttanasana, or you can bend the knee as a modification. Exhale, release. And do this on your own 3 more times. At the end of the third time, stay for several breaths. You can always do it with me if you like. Maybe one more. Remember to stay at the bottom, 3 to 4 breaths. When you're done, come to samastiti. And from here, Uttanasana. Just very simple Uttanasana. I'm going to have my right leg slightly back to adjust for a longer limb. You can also do the same if you like. Inhale, arms up in front or sides. I'm going to interlock the fingers. Exhale, forward fold. The hips come back as the belly draws in from the pelvic floor up. You can bend the knees at the bottom as needed. Hold after exhale. You can release that interlock, hold after exhale. And then inhale, interlock the fingers, move the ears coming up. Exhale, starting position. Samastiti. Keep that going in your own timing. 3 more times. So we repeat things 4 to 6 times generally. And a hold after exhale, if that's comfortable. Draw in from the pelvic floor to the belly button. That hold can be a couple of seconds, half the length of your exhale or the same length as your exhale. 2 more times on your own. When you're done, stand in Samastiti. Comfortable doing a chin lock as the arms come up. Jalandhara Bandha. Just notice how you feel. All right, we're going to take it down to the floor at this point. We'll do some more movements of the spine on the floor today. So we're just going to do through a vinyasa, simple vinyasa, top of your mat. Inhale, arms at the sides. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, left leg back, arms coming up straight ahead, knee coming towards those toes. Exhale, stretching back, stretching that front leg. If you like, you can come all the way back or just keep up on the hip and do a forward bend. Inhale, coming forward, arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, right leg back, arms up. Exhale, forward bend. It could just be here, could be here, or all the way back. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. And just staying here and breathing. Do a child's pose if you prefer, of course. And you can always walk the dog, stretching one side at a time. If you're ready to stay, you can add those bandhas, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, pelvic floor lock, stomach lock, Jalandhara Bandha, chin lock. You can add a hold after exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog or up cat. Keep up on the toes like this, or release the legs down. Exhale, child's pose. Stay here. Feel free to add a side child. And when you're ready, coming onto your back. Just take a rest. Your legs can be straight or bent. And when you're ready, Tadaka Mudra. Inhale, arms coming up. Tucking the chin in. Exhale, stay here, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in. Draw everything in and up and hold after exhale. Inhale into the chest, into the belly, chin in. And exhale, hands down. Again, inhale, arms coming up. Interlock the fingers if it's comfortable, palms away from you. Exhale, stay, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in. Engaging the bandhas, Jalandhara Bandha chin lock. Hold after exhale. And inhale, release the hands, exhale, coming down. So keep this going your own time. That hold after exhale might be the same length as your exhale at this point. You're lying down, it's a bit easier. We've worked the breath a lot today. This is working the bandhas, is preparing for prāṇāyāma. If you have shoulder injuries, you can always, or arm injuries, you can always keep the hands unlocked. You can always place the hands on top of the head with bent elbows. Just finishing up. When you're ready, just do a rest. You can keep your body in Suptasana aligned, or you can do Shavasana, release the feet to the side. When you're ready, bending the knees to Vipadapidam, bridge. Inhale, lifting the hips up. Exhale, stay. Inhale, arms coming overhead, lift higher. Exhale, roll down. Bring your knees to your chest at the end of the exhale. Inhale, legs coming up, arms up. Exhale, knees to the chest. And place the feet down, and then we do it all again. Inhale, coming up without the arms. Exhale, stay. Inhale, arms up, press into those feet. Exhale, coming down. Apāṇāyāma. Inhale, Urdhva Prasrita Padasana. Exhale, Apāṇāyāma. And again, inhale, Vipadapidam. Exhale, stay. Inhale, press into those feet and come up. Lift your hips as high as possible. Exhale, rolling down. At the end of the exhale, Apāṇāyāma. Inhale, Urdhva Prasrita Padasana. Exhale, Apāṇāyāma. And last time, Vipadapidam. This time we're going to stay here. Now in this stay, you can interlock the fingers underneath. You could hold your ankles. If your arms aren't long enough, you could use a belt. You can have the arms at the side at hip height, elbow height, or shoulder height. And just opening the chest. You can also press into those elbows and lift the hips higher. This is something for my Iyengar yoga, which is helpful. Press into those elbows and lift the hips higher. Place the hands on the hips to soften it and just breathe. And release. Jatra Paravriti, windshield wipers side to side as a counter. Exhale. Left, Inhale, center, exhale, right. The arms can be any height that works for you. The feet can be together or apart, whatever feels better for your body. And you might stay on one side and then the other. 3 to 4 breaths. You can add any modifications you want or variations to make it easier or harder. And if you're on one side, just switching sides so that we end approximately at the same time. And if you want to angle your cameras down at some point, I'd be able to see you a little better, but you can do that after you finish this. And when you're ready, coming to the center, prāṇāyāma, knees to chest. And then you feel ready, you can bring one leg away from you. So you inhale. Exhale both legs towards you. And then inhale the other leg away from you. Exhale both knees towards you. And just keep this going. And then when you're ready, just staying with your left leg to the center. Staying here around 4 breaths. Then inhale, stretch your leg up, holding underneath the thigh. You could add a belt, but I'm just going to do simple Chennai version, just holding under the thigh. Or you can hold big toe. You can always bend, exhale, inhale, straighten. And you can always do this with a belt if you prefer. And when you're ready, twisting that leg over towards the right. Now you might want to shift your hips a little bit also to the left. And put a block underneath that bent leg. Or you can straighten the leg and hold the toes. I'm going to work with a bent leg myself today. Bottom leg can be straight or bent. So the classical Japraparvriti is holding the foot like this. But that's too much for my body today, so I'm going to keep my leg bent. You can add a hold after exhale here. And when you're ready, release. And going to the other side. So again, you work with a straight leg or bent. So we're going to work first the hamstring stretch. So you're going to hold under that thigh, exhale, bend, inhale, straighten. Very simple, or just stay here, or holding the big toe, or using a belt. And I like to put the other foot at the wall. It can also be bent, of course. You feel ready, moving into your twist, bring your hips to the side, to the right, and then crossing your right over your left. Again, that leg can be straight and you can hold the toes, or you can bend the knee as I'm doing today. This modification is for the lower back. And it's also opening those shoulders, so propping the shoulders as needed. I tend to prop the leg up, which brings the shoulder down. So that's another approach. You can just play with that block you have, or a bolster. Adding a hold after exhale if that works for you. That lower leg can be bent, which is easier, or you can straighten it. And when you're ready, release. Bring it back to the center. Look that right knee into the chest. Just hold there for a few breaths. And release. Great. So just to tie this together, you could hold your mat. You have a bit more floor to work with. We're going to slide our legs. Inhale, arms overhead. Tadaka Mudra. Exhale, you can do one leg at a time, or if you can, both legs towards āsana. I'm going to leave the hands at the side, so I'm using my core a bit more. Or you can bring your hands to your knees at the end of the exhale to stretch the back. Inhale up. And exhale, drawing in one leg at a time as we did earlier, or both legs. I find the advantage of not using my hands is the apana has to work a little harder with the help of the core. And I'm adding a hold after exhale. Counting the breath, inhale, exhale, 6 to 8 seconds. Hold after exhale, 3 to 4 seconds. Adding Urdhva Prasrita Padasana from Tadaka Mudra. Exhale, bring your left leg up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right. Inhale, extend. Do 3 more rounds. Try to use the core to lift the leg. Counting the breath, 6 to 8 seconds at this point, lengthening the breath. When you finish, just resting in Shavasana. If you need to, you can do some Apanasana, knees to chest. So if you're practicing this later at home with a video, this would be a point where you could do a shoulder stand. We are not going to do that today, but you could do shoulder stand in any variation that works for your body, countered with Bhujangasana Cobra. And then we're going to take it to the next piece. We're going to take a seat. On the sequencing, that's what comes next. Just sitting comfortably. Okay, so we're going to start with some preparation. So Janushirshasana, you can sit on blocks, etc. as needed, blocks under knees, all of that. Inhale, arms coming up. And exhale, forward bend. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, forward bend. You can always interlock those fingers so as you come forward. And just keep this going 4 to 6 times until you feel ready to stay. I normally start, I'm not mirroring this, start with the left leg forward and the right leg bent. You did the other side, that's totally fine. Just stay here. I like to modify by adding some twists to help with my back, but you can just stay straight if that works better for your body. And when you're ready, coming up and switching sides. Did quite a bit of hip work today, so hopefully your hips are somewhat open and warmed up. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, coming to some version of the pose that works for you. Inhale up, exhale down, doing the vinyasa 4 to 6 times until you feel ready to stay. If you don't feel ready to stay, you can keep it moving. When you stay, any version that works for your body. I like to add the twists myself to work on stretching one side of the back at a time. I twist toward the little toe side to get into the QL. That's for my body. When you're ready, coming up. And counter pose, Baddha Konasana. So you can just stay and sit like this and just breathe here. Or I like to do a vinyasa of movement So inhale here, exhale, draw the belly in. At the end of the exhale, coming forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, rounding and coming forward. You can add this if you like, or do your own version. And staying in the pose. So some of you might enjoy this. When you stay, if you're like me and this is a challenging pose, you can always add a bolster like this. Bring yourself down to it. This is probably one of my most challenging poses, so I prop up quite a bit. Anyway, I'm just going to show that. Some of you will just flop forward. You can always put props under the knees too. Ideally, a prop under each knee, or if you've got one side that's kind of tilting like my body does, I just prop one side to bring it to even. And when you're ready, coming out. And hopefully your hips feel ready to sit. Let's actually just do one more. No, we'll sit right away. Yeah. Two more asanas I sometimes do, but let's go right into our pranayama. I usually do at least those two poses, Janu Shirshasana and Baddha Konasana, before I sit to prepare the hips, but some of you might not need all that preparation. And then just finding a version of seated that works for your body. There's many asanas you can choose. I'm just doing Sukhasana. All right, we're just going to do Pratiloma Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale Ujjayi, exhale left, inhale Ujjayi, exhale right. All right, let me try that again. Inhale Ujjayi, exhale left, inhale left, exhale Ujjayi. Inhale Ujjayi, exhale right, inhale right, exhale, Ujjayi. So it's like an M. So I'm going to mirror for you. I'll lead you through the first round. So inhale, Ujjayi, with the chin slightly down. Exhale, left nostril with Mrigi Mudra with your hand. Inhale, left. Exhale, Ujjayi, both nostrils. Now I switch side to side with my hands. Inhale, both nostrils, Ujjayi, chin down. Exhale, right. Keep the elbow up. Inhale, right. Exhale, both nostrils. So classically, it's done with the right hand the whole time. I like to switch. So that's one round. So just keep this going, and we'll just see how many rounds you're able to do in the next 5 minutes. Now, counting a ratio that works for you. Inhale 6 to 12 seconds. Exhale the same. You can do holds after inhale, holds after exhale. You can do both or one. I'm going to do hold after inhale today because I did not sleep well due to my fun period of life, perimenopause. I'm needing a bit of brahmana. So I'm going to do a hold after inhale. If you want to do something more down regulating, you can hold after exhale. Classically, you do 12 rounds. And just finishing up the last round. Let's do a few ujjayi to tie it together. Hands at the heart. Om Shanti. Om. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Namaste.